Today I'm here at one of the largest filmmaking and photography events in the UK to ask people how to get clients and make a successful living out of video production. So basically this event is all the biggest names in the industry showcasing the latest camera gear, and some of these visitors are going to be spending tens of thousands. My mission is to find out who they are and how they're making their money. Do you want to introduce yourself to the guys and then just tell us what camera you're shooting on?
Yeah, so my name is Lewis. I'm a professional cinematographer and photographer. Today I'm using my smaller camera, which is the A7S III.
How much money a year do you make from filmmaking, if you're happy to share?
Yes, currently around 120,000 at the moment. Euros.
That's a really good amount though. To do what you love full time is great. What advice would you have to someone who wants to go full time in this industry? What would help them do that?
Best way to do it from a business point would be to get to know the businesses that you work with, make them long-term customers, right? So like, don't just go in with the thought of just being like a one-off, but more like, okay, let's try to shoot more videos, more concepts, all that kind of stuff.
We do a lot on the channel about like retainer systems, just to keep people coming back to you time and time again. So what is your go-to strategy for acquiring a new customer? What would be your kind of like workflow or process?
My number one thing would be to do spec ads. So shoot something that you would like to present to your future customers. For me, it would be stuff like, okay, I like to shoot a lot of hotels and restaurants. So go to your nearest and most loveliest hotel, say like, hey, do you have time for a free shoot? It's for my own portfolio kind of thing. So like pitch them with what you love to do, and then they can either keep all the material that they want, and you can use it as a portfolio piece. So like, it's not really working for free, but at the same time you work for free so you can get the next big thing. So
amazing, dude. That's so much valuable advice for people at home. So I really appreciate your time today.
What's up, guys? I'm Jaden, and I'm shooting on an FX3 G Master lens at the moment. Big Sony guy.
Amazing. And how much money do you make per year from doing filmmaking full time?
So the last 12 months has been my first full year freelancing, and I'm doing about £5,000 a month at the moment, £5,000 to £10,000 a month. It's been like, I would say, a pretty successful first year, and yeah, pretty happy with how that's been.
What would your advice be to someone who's trying to make that jump to full time? Because like you just said, you kind of went from like working in a job to then actually making that leap. What was that like? Was it scary? And what advice would you give it to people who want to do it but just can't quite commit at the moment?
Yeah, it's pretty scary. You absolutely have to do it. If it's something that like lights that fire within you, definitely go for it. For me, the biggest piece of advice I would say is have a bit of financial backing, because like every month is different. You don't know, like some months you'll make a really small amount, but then you'll like double it or triple it the next month, and it works out when you zoom out.
And how do you generate most of your clients? Is it through like emailing, cold calling, networking, DMs? What strategy has worked best for you?
So I actually don't do any outreach. A lot of it's organic for me at the moment. I've niched right into like music, nightlife and events. That's kind of like all I do, and then YouTube as well. But in terms of the client side of things, it's all music industry related. So I've just got like 3 to 5 really good connects that just keep coming back, and they just keep sending me to all different sorts of jobs. So like, I feel like if you just focus on relationship building, if you never lose a client, like your fire will only get bigger. So if you just focus on keeping the people happy that you do have, it's just going to be organic, and that's how it's been for me. Happy
clients, they're going to refer you, you're going to get more business.
Yeah, exactly right, yeah.
Amazing, nice one. Thank you so much for your time today, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
nice one.
Cheers.
Normally we do between 100 and 150,000 a year, give or take. There's only a couple of us in the team. Last year we did very, very well. We shot this big feature-length documentary that we released, and we also shot this mini documentary for Adele over in Munich. So it was a big year last year.
Do you have a process or strategy, or is there something that you found has worked best for you in terms of generating new clients?
Yes, so it's not to focus on the clients. What I mean by that is, for me, it's more about, or for us as a business, it's more about referral partners. If you build up great quality referral partners, so marketing agencies, PR agencies, web designers, branding experts, whatever, insert company here, or whoever it is that your business would partner up with, if you can get great quality relationships and build a great quality relationship with those people, your business is just going to grow by itself. Then you can just slowly but surely chip away at that each week, rather than having to sit there and go, oh no, I need to go knock on doors for random clients. So building up your network and just trying to find the right people, find the right rooms to be in, and find the right people in those rooms is the big thing.
So my name is Luke Davis. I am a travel and landscape photographer based out of Dorset, a couple of hours down the coast from here, and yeah, I primarily shoot on Fujifilm.
Amazing. And how much do you make from photography a year doing it full time?
Obviously, you know, the world of like freelance can really vary, right? I would say if you want like a ballpark figure, around like 40, 50K, I suppose. I still feel like compared to a lot of other people, I'm still in my like infancy. I'm still like on the upward trajectory, so I know there's a lot more money to be made. But yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I'm thriving. So yeah.
Amazing. And a lot of filmmakers, when they're starting out or they're growing, they don't really know what to charge, and there's a common theme. Now, obviously, this is different based on geographical areas, niches, and industries. Would you be able to give us an idea of like what kind of day rates you would expect for your area and photography?
So yeah, like you say, it completely varies, and this is something I did when I was first starting out, like always Googling things, and you always get such wishy-washy answers of like, charge what you're worth, and work for a bit for free, but do it on the cheap, and I say no one give you a solid answer. Transparently, my day rate is around £500, and I'm from Dorset, so I'm a little bit outside of the cities, and I know that can easily double, triple when you get into, you know, the centre of London and things like that.
It's nice to finally have a female to interview, so would you like to introduce yourself and tell people what you currently shoot on?
Yeah, hi, I'm Claudia. I shoot on a mix of R5 Canon. I also go back to the old school Canon R100.
So can you give these guys an idea of how much money you make by doing this full time a year?
Sure, so obviously my company is very, it's still very grassroots. I could make anything from £5,000 to £6,000 a month, depending on if I have a client every weekend, if I'm working on like a very big project. I think the beauty about owning my own business is that it's completely flexible, so I can take on more work one month if I would like to, less in another month. But around about 60, 70k a year is kind of the ballpark figure.
What advice would you have to someone who's just starting out looking to grow their business? How can they start generating money?
Absolutely. So I think generating money is obviously such a big thing in today's economy. Find your niche, find what makes you click. Try out lots of different things, but if you know that you've got specialism and a real heart and a passion for a particular thing, like for me, it's supporting girls and women to get into the actual photography industry as technicians, you know, really claim their place. Also, find other people, come along to events like this. You know, there's so many people you can meet. Seek people out, and people will seek you out.
I think that's great. We work in such a collaborative industry, and also it's that thing of like, hey, if you connect with other freelancers, they also will have work that they can refer as well. So that can be, you know, a strategy. It's quite literally networking with other filmmakers. It's collaboration over competition, obviously, any day. Appreciate it. Have a great show. Cheers.
Hello, I'm John Willis, and this is my Sony A7 IV. It's what I've been shooting on for the past 3 years, and I absolutely love it. It's been my go-to camera.
And what we want to know is, what piece of advice have you been given that's helped you succeed in your career so far?
One of the best bit of advice I've ever been given is that there's no such thing as failure, only feedback. And the only time you ever fail is when you quit. So no matter how hard business gets, filmmaking, photography, YouTube, whatever it is you decide to do, you will always be terrible by your standards, by other people's standards, but the more you just try and do it, it's about the repetition. It's like going to the gym. You don't go to the gym, do one workout, and you're ripped like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's years of practice and repetition, and keep doing it over and over again. And as long as you don't fail and you keep pushing forward, eventually you'll be successful.
So I'm here with Michael. He's from Germany, and he does filming and photography full-time. So Michael, can you give us guys an idea of how much money you generate by doing this full-time each year?
Enough to live from this.
What a great answer. Yeah, amazing. And actually, isn't that the dream, to do what you love and yeah, basically make it a full-time living?
It's amazing. It's a nice job. It's the best job you ever can have.
I have to completely agree as well. So for people who are starting out and they're growing their businesses, would you have any advice for them on how to generate money or make money from doing what they love? What advice would you give to them?
Yes, the most important advice is specialize. So be the best in one niche, and then you can earn money with this. If you are a photographer that can do everything, it's very difficult to live from this. But you have to specialize in a special area, and then you will earn money.
Amazing advice. Dude, I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you want to introduce yourself and tell us what camera that you're currently shooting on.
My name is Riz, and I'm using a Sony A7 Mark IV.
And give the guys an idea, how much do you charge for a day of filming or a day of photography?
Usually on a half day, I usually charge around $550
Amazing. I know it's so different depending on where you are geographically in your industries, but it's good because it gives people an idea of like what people are charging. Could you give any advice to someone who's just starting out on ways to maybe make money?
For like a starting photographer, maybe just start with friends and then self-referrals, or ask the friends that you have captured, like ask their friends to refer them, like refer myself. So just
word of mouth. Word of mouth.
And then just improve your Instagram posts and your like social media. Yeah.
I guess that should be like the platform for showing all the good work that you could do and get people to believe in you.
My name's Rhiannon Phillips and I'm shooting on a Canon R5.
Amazing. And you sit on the photography side, right? So can you give you guys an idea like how much you roughly make from being a photographer?
Yeah, so I've only recently transitioned into doing it more professionally. At the moment I'm making between 5 and 8k a month.
Nice. Well, that's good, especially just for a transition as well. And again, the running theme here is just doing what you love, but getting paid for it because, of course, you need money to live. What advice would you have to anyone that's starting out? Like, has there been anything key that's helped you make that transition?
For me, I think just putting myself out there. I've had a lot of imposter syndrome starting out. There's a lot of people who have been doing it for much longer than I have and are, very well established and respected. And you really just have to keep going, keep putting yourself out there. Don't worry what other people think because everyone's thinking the same thing. It's like,
I think your work can always be better, and that's the problem with the creatives. Is like, video side, we spend hours editing, and like time's money, and sometimes it's just actually knowing it's part of the process. I call it a 70% rule, actually, where it's like, if it's 70% good, of course there's some caveats with that, but you need to just practice and practice and practice. But thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Nice one. Thank you. So it just goes to show, if you put in the work, you could be making tens or hundreds of thousands like some of these guys.